Blessings, everyone. So, welcome to the Natural Human Trials group. I decided to make this video so I can explain myself better what is the point of this group. So, as I mentioned in the description, essential oils, even though they are used for centuries in India, in China, in Greece, in Rome, and all over the world, right? Still today we have this resistance to use them in even for major illnesses. And yes, we can use them as complementary, so they agree, so the health department, they agree that we can use essential oils and natural remedies as part of the complementary. But what are we doing here is to find a way to understand how those people previous of the pharmaceutical companies, they were eventually targeting major illnesses like cancer and heart disease and other terminal diseases without having any technology, instruments and pills that we have today. So this is important to understand what is a minor illness and what is a major illness. So according to the NHS, a minor illness is something that it's like a skin condition or maybe some cough and colds, constipation, some digestive problems, hay fever, maybe something dry in your eyes, pain in your body, aches, headaches, migraine, back pain. So those are minors, even if you have period pain or thrush. Conjunctivitis and even some ulcers in your mouth and so on. Okay, there is a list. And major illnesses are like a heart attack, like a kidney failure, like stroke, like cancer, and other illnesses that eventually can lead you to die. So I use much this book is the Essential Life book, and this is like one of my bibles of essential oils that I refer to. So this is important. I am not a doctor, okay? I am a certified herbalist, and eventually I did it actually for myself, and now I want to expand to other people to understand that they can also take care of themselves. So this idea that we always need the doctor, that we need to go to the doctor whatever, if it's a minor illness, if it's even a major, so this is something that we should go if we feel that we should, but eventually when we understand how this is going, people are eventually seeing that the health system is full of lists that we are awaiting lists. So this is important that people are evidently always putting responsibility on doctors instead of themselves. So if everyone decide to take care of themselves, the healthcare system can eventually release from the pressure that already has. So what are we doing here is releasing not just also the healthcare system but also our issues, because there are people who are waiting to heal. Some people even decided to pay private, and it's expensive, and some people take years of consults with people who eventually take a lot of money, when eventually we can use this financial energy to begin to use products like essential oils to begin our healing journey. And I'm speaking on a individual level. So this is me speaking about me. Okay, so everybody has his own understanding, and we need to take care of ourselves. I can suggest, but it doesn't mean you should just follow. You need to make your own research. You can also check with your practitioners whether they are into pharma or natural, whatever. So this is important that when you listen to someone like me, always check from your side as well. So here in this book, essential oils practically can be used on everything. So I am listing it so you understand it here, that like addictions, allergies for athletes, autoimmune disease, diabetes, brain issues, candida, so infections, cardiovascular, so if there is any heart issues, cellular health, and this could be even cancer, right? On children, even though they are sensitive, and there are also essentials for babies, and for detox, which can be regular, or maybe that you need something after, like you need to cleanse something that, like a virus or something. So digestive, if you have an eating disorder, you can use essential oils to help yourself with them. So whether you have low energy or vitality, even for first aid, you can keep eventually essential oils just in case you have a problem. Even if there is maybe the children who they tend to fall frequently, I have example an oil ready just in case. So this is something that focus for autistic example, that maybe they need this essential oil that can eventually help them to concentrate better. Immunity, and if there is a problem with the hair or the nails, and even the skin, of course. Intimacy, so if you have a problem with intimacy, you can even help yourself with essential oils. So anxiety, it targets the limbic system, and mood and behavior. So muscles, the nervous system, oral health. Clove is the first one that comes to my mind. The nervous system, parasites, pregnancy, even in pregnancy, yes, and labor and nursing. You still need to be careful, and eventually need to speak with your gynecologist. Respiratory, musculoskeletal, sleep, stress, urinary, weight, and women's health. So these are all areas that we can use on, apart that eventually we can use them in cleaning, in our food, so in our laundry, kitchen. So many things to do here. Even meditation, yoga, of course, personal care like mouthwash, toothpaste, and even to clean the toilet you can use the essential oils instead of the synthetic ones. So even in pets. So this is something that essential oils can be used anywhere, everywhere, on everyone. So there is one thing, everyone is different, right? So if you have any health condition, then you need to check, especially if you are taking medication for it, you need to check if there is a contraindication, or maybe there is an interaction that the essential oil can eventually work with this medication and interrupt its way of working. So you need to always speak with a functional doctor that eventually can check deeply the interactions and suggest something else. It doesn't mean you cannot work with the oils, but still you can work with another instead of this one. So sometimes one oil can target many things, many focus areas. So you need to first understand which oil do you want to use and what you eventually can use if you are taking any medications. So I know sometimes it seems complex, even though there are so many adverts that you should take care of this, you should take care of that. But eventually, when we go and take alcohol, or when we begin to smoke, or we even some take drugs, no one checks with the doctor. And even though people do use these things on a daily basis, not everyone has like going to the hospital. So this is something that it's important to understand, that even though we tend to make a mistake, not always it's going to happen like a disaster. So some people are very sensitive. Some people are like babies, even they are grown-ups. Their immunity is very low, and so we need to really take care of those people. But eventually it doesn't mean that everyone is the same. So please, I am sure that if you are in this group in some way or another, externally or internally, you decided or have any experience to use these essential oils. Preferably they are pure in nature, so even though they are marked as pure in the bottle, the best is those companies that can show you a certification that they are pure, and the most eventually evidence that they are is that the company, the brand itself of the essential oil, can tell you that you can take them with the water or directly in your mouth, so like in drops, of course. So this is important, that when we are speaking about essential oils, even though there are some this synthetic essential oils still work on the emotions and eventually help people who are stressed, which is fantastic, wonderful. Imagine how much a pure, non-synthetic version, non-contaminated, literally came directly from the plant, how much has a power. So I want to make it short, so I don't want to make it more longer than it is. Thank you for listening. I made this video so I can explain more deeper what is the point of this group. If you know of any group that is already happening or similar, or is already active with hundreds or thousands of people that already doing this, and like sharing and literally using on themselves and sharing their experience, whether it's good or bad, please tell me, and eventually we can shift ourselves into that group instead of using this one. Of course, I made my research. I still didn't use it. I didn't find anything. At least it's not directly called like that. It's like an open, and maybe there is also marketing. This is not for marketing, so I am opening it not just for one brand. It's for any brand. It's actually relevant what brand are you using, even though it's important that it's pure, but we should not focus on the brand. Eventually we need to focus on which oil worked for you and how and what you did. So this is important, and it will help not just ourselves but also the generations that are coming, that can also refer to this group. Hopefully, I know at startup can seem like this is not going to work, but if everyone give his time to this and seeing that this is important, then eventually this will work in something great. So I think that is good for today.